Over 46,000 of our NFL full zip color block hoodies have been ordered. Now we're down to about 26,000 to go around. Now all teams are still available, I believe, except for the Cowboys. Oh, and we've also lost the Tennessee Titans. Okay. So the Cowboys and the Titans have sold out. Now that's an important thing for me to point out. There is no advanced order on this. If you've got a favorite team and we still have it available, you want to get it right now. Now you're noticing a matrix on the bottom of your screen. You're going to see that scroll through the entire show tonight. Now that's important to keep an eye on because we've got this today's special value in extra small through 5X. Now it's important to know if you see green, green means go. We have your size, your team, order. But don't wait because green can very quickly give its way to yellow. And when it gets to be yellow, it's limited. And before you realize that, that yellow turns red and that means it's sold out. So please grab yours. We're already seeing teams and sizes fall out. And I don't want you to miss out on your opportunity. This is a lightweight color blocked hoodie. Many of you are wondering how tall I am. I'm 6 feet 6 inches tall. I'm wearing the 3X today. I find that this is a little more slender in its cut. Ordinarily, I'd probably wear a 2X in this, but today the 3X felt a little better to me. I'm also wearing my hometown team, the Carolina Panthers. Keep pounding, right? You're going to see the team logo, the team name, all of the great points that only the NFL does for you in this great top. Now joining us to tell us more about this, someone who knows more about every team in the country than anybody I know, is Rich Hollenberg. He's here to tell us more about this. He's joining us way over there in this monitor. His face is going to pop up just in a minute. There he is. There's that handsome fella. Hey, how are you, sir?
David, it's great to be with you.
Always a pleasure to have you back, and always a pleasure to have your expertise. I will be your hands tonight, but before we get into all the teams, tell us more about this great today's special value. Wow, has this been popular?
Yeah, it has been, David. And the slogan that I've come up with for the day is, this is your go-to gear for your faraway fan. Because just like you living in Pennsylvania and rooting for the Carolina Panthers, I'm a Giants fan living in the state of Florida. There's so many people who don't live where their favorite team plays. The NFL shop on QVC is the place that you want to shop. And G3 made this design almost like a jacket, but they put it on a sweatshirt. So it's the best of both worlds. You have the appliques on your chest, you have your appliques on your sleeves, you have the color blocking that's all sewn in and stitched on. It's not screen printed on. All of those touches, David, are touches that G3 would make in a really expensive high-end jacket that you could probably only wear for a couple of months during the winter time. This is a sweatshirt that's a zip-up hoodie that you could wear 12 months out of the year, just like football fans are 12 months out of the year. So it really is the kind of the marriage of football and fashion at its finest from G3.
Well, I do need to remind you, we have sold out of the Cowboys and I believe the Titans. Is that correct? And we're now last call on the Bengals and the Rams. Now, many other teams, we have lost sizes in many. We're here at the end of almost the end of our day. And this is going to be an opportunity for everybody to get theirs before they have sold out and get it while the getting is good, because this will be our final presentation of the day. Now, Steelers have been very, very popular. Also, our Eagles, the Birds here in Philadelphia, have been very, very popular. Now, let's go through our choices here, and we'll begin with the Vikings if we can, Rich.
Yeah, the Vikings. And one thing that you note, and it's a great example with the Vikings, the purple and the gold of the Vikings, that's what we call Pantonally correct color blocking. So those are the exact colors that you're going to see on the Vikings uniforms. It's the exact colors you're going to see in Minnesota at the stadium they play. All of the touches you see, all the details you see are to the exact specifications of the National Football League. And the saying around the hallways of the NFL offices, the headquarters in New York, is if it has the shield, it's on the field. And every one of these sweatshirts has that NFL shield on it. That means it's as close to the game as the fans can get. You see it right there. It's on the back of every sweatshirt, and it's on every tag too. NFL team apparel is important to note because you're not getting a copy, you're not getting a copycat, you're getting the real deal, you're getting as close to the field as you can. the Vikings are playing the Cincinnati Bengals. So there's an orange and a black color scheme for the Bengals. Lots of teams have orange, lots of teams have black, but this is specifically Bengals orange. And there is a difference.
Right.
The applique that you see on the chest, the applique that you see on the sides, the helmet, and the conference logo, David, that's embroidered applique that's called tackle twill embroidery. The same exact embroidery that's on the uniforms of your favorite players of that team. The stitching that goes on to make their last names and the numbers on the uniforms, that's the same embroidery you're getting on your sweatshirt.
Now, let me just update you very quickly that we have now taken orders for the day over 47,000 in this show alone. 900 are now spoken for. We're last call in the Bengals, and we have how many? 6 dozen remaining. If we can, Rich, let's move through these at a good clip because we've got lots of teams to get through, and I've got some updates as we go.
Sure thing. There's the Lions. They have a new quarterback this year, and Jared Goff.
450 in the Lions. Then I've got
Dan Campbell.
San Francisco.
San Francisco's playing Detroit. They're traveling to Detroit. Love those 49ers colors. Again, that's a different type of gold that you're going to get for the San Francisco 49.
From there, we move into the Kansas City Chiefs.
The defending AFC champs 2 times. They won it 2 years ago. They lost to the Bucs last year. They start off this year, week 1, against the Cleveland Browns, who are, I believe, right behind them on that rack.
Exactly. And I have 3 dozen left in the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because the dog pound is coming back in a big way, David. They made the playoffs last year. Baker Mayfield, super exciting team. A lot of high expectations for Cleveland this year.
Always in the news, the Patriots.
Yeah, they're back. They've got their quarterback again. They lost Tom Brady. They missed out on the playoffs last year for the first time in 14 years, and now they're going to be back. They have Mac Jones, a rookie quarterback, and everyone's excited about them. And they have an AFC East Division rivalry in week 1 against the Miami Dolphins.
Ah, there are your Dolphins. And my director, Mike, is a big Dolphins fan.
Yeah, and see, there's a different color orange. Orange and teal, iconic colors for an iconic franchise. There's the logo that's embroidered on. Note the screen printing is on the team name across the front, but everything else that you see is embroidered on. The sleeves, the color blocking on the sleeves, those stripes that you see, it's all stitched onto the sweatshirt. Very high-end look, and the feel, as you could attest, David, super, super soft. It's machine washable too, which is terrific. It gets softer every time you put it in the washing machine and throw it in the dryer. That's one of the great things about a sweatshirt like this is wash and wear all the time.
Big generous pockets, zip goes all the way down the front, so it's really easy to wear. I need to let you know now that the best way for you to place your order is to go to QVC.com. Look for your team, look for your size, and let me just tell you, and I'll be very plain, if there's a size and a team that you must have, get it now. This is not going to last. We already had over 48,000 now ordered for the day. These are unisex sizes. All sizes, Rich, are one price. And these are the comparable women's sizes. So we'll leave this chart up for a moment. I'd love for you to speak to this if you can before we get to the value, just so folks can pick out a size that works best for them.
Well, you think about this, it could make your head spin, David. We have 32 teams. You're never going to go to a sporting goods store and find 32 NFL teams. We have all the teams, and then we have 9 different size choices. What's great about the size choices is we give you the comparable women's size on the right, in case you're wondering. I'm wearing a large because that's what I normally wear. In my everyday clothes, I'm normally a large. But I know that I could wear an extra large and still be comfortable. It's not going to be oversized and baggy and bulky. It's just something to consider if you want to go a size up, if you know you're going to be wearing, say, a turtleneck or a sweater or some bulkier clothes underneath this, wearing it more like a jacket. On the women's side, if you're a tweener, I would go a size up because the sizing is not too drastic a difference that you're going to feel like you're swimming in that larger size. That's one of the things you want to keep in mind.
Yeah, very definitely. And I went up a size. I would ordinarily wear a 2X in a hoodie like this. I went up to a 3X, and I am very glad I did. I'm very comfortable. I've got the sleeve length I'm after. I can do this and not have to worry about it being binding. Now, how many are gone? 1,600 gone in this show. We're about $20.03 less than retail on this. Okay, Rich, let's keep going. We've got the Jets.
Yeah, the Jets are, hey, this is what's interesting, David. This is one of the fun games on Sunday. The Jets are playing your Carolina Panthers. Your Carolina Panthers are starting Sam Darnold at quarterback, who used to play for the Jets. So there's a little revenge factor for the Carolina Panthers hosting the New York Jets on Sunday.
Well, we'll get there in a moment. We first want to talk to you about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right? The defending Super Bowl champions. Now they won it in their home stadium, and that's where everything's kicking off tomorrow night. Cannot wait. It is such a great game. It's like the Super Bowl to start the season, with Tampa Bay hosting the Dallas Cowboys America's team tomorrow night.
Now here are my Panthers, the one I've been wearing tonight. And you said they're playing the Jets on Sunday,
like
is that right?
Yeah, they're playing the Jets, and they've got maybe, when he's healthy, maybe the most dynamic running back in all of football in Christian McCaffrey.
From there, we move to the Cardinals.
Yep, great colors again. A lot of teams have red, and as you see right behind them, the Buffalo Bills. They're red also. Two different colors on that Pantone, on that spectrum of colors. That's the Buffalo Bills. They have a potential MVP candidate in their quarterback in Josh Allen. A lot of people think that the Bills could contend for the Super Bowl in the AFC this year.
Then the Broncos.
There's the orange and blue. They call them the Orange Crush, David. The Broncos from Denver. Teddy Bridgewater starting at quarterback for them. And one thing that's really neat, David, we haven't talked about yet, that zipper. It's called a kissing zipper. Why is it called that?
It disappears.
See how it's zipped all the way up above the logo? You can't tell that there's a zipper separating those letters there. So that's what's nice about it. That kissing zipper makes it seamless all the way down the center of the jacket, which is a really nice touch.
Perfect. And then finally we have the Saints.
The New Orleans Saints, Jen Coffey's team. Look at that gold. That really pops across the screen printing on the front. And then you get the gold on the color blocking above the shoulders. There's the fleur-de-lis, which is iconic for the New Orleans Saints. Again, that's embroidered on. That's tackle twill embroidery. Nothing screen printed when you're talking about those kind of logos.
So now, Rich, nearly 49,000 ordered on the day in this show alone. 2,200 spoken for. Let's start with the Los Angeles Raiders. 400 left here.
That's the
I'm sorry, Chargers,
that's
not Raiders.
The Los Angeles Chargers, right? And that's also somewhat, David, of a collectible. It's only the second year that the Chargers have been back in Los Angeles. They used to be the San Diego Chargers, but I love the fact that they still have the same uniform and the same colors. That is my favorite uniform in all of football, that powder blue and yellow. And then they're going all the way across country to take on the Washington football team. And this truly is a collectible, David. This is the final year they're going to be without a team nickname. They're still going by Washington football team like they did last year. But this is one of the iconic franchises in all of football, around since 1932. Next year, they're going to have a brand new nickname. It's going to be a brand new chapter. This year, it is history in the making with the Washington Redskins looking to get back to the playoffs like they made last year.
All right, and then we're going to move into our Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yep, Jaguars are playing the Houston Texans, which is the team right behind them. That's an AFC South rivalry, which is really cool because you very rarely get a rivalry game the first week of the season. But the Texans and the Jags are division rivals, and the exciting thing about the Jaguars, obviously, brand new head coach with Urban Meyer, and the #1 pick in the draft, Trevor Lawrence, is their quarterback now.
Then we go into the Seattle Seahawks.
Former Super Bowl champs. They still have Russell Wilson, who's always an MVP candidate. I love that seafoam green color. Remember, the Packers have green. The Jets have green. The Eagles have green. No one has that green like the Seattle Seahawks have that green. So that's a really dynamite color scheme.
Now, speaking of
the Eagles.
The Eagles and the hometown team here in Philadelphia.
Right. Fly, Eagles, fly, right? They're looking to get out of the cellar. They finished in last place this year. A lot of times teams can turn things around quickly in the NFL. Parity is always a key word. They have a brand new head coach. They have a brand new starting quarterback in Jalen Hurts. So optimism's always high. David, this is the best time of year to be a football fan. Everyone's undefeated. Every team has an equal chance right now.
It's true. Then we've got the Colts.
The Indianapolis Colts, another team with a brand new quarterback. You're talking about a team that traded away Phillip Rivers last year. Now they have Carson Wentz as their quarterback. So everybody's expecting big things from him and the Indianapolis Colts.
And then from there, we move into the Atlanta Falcons.
The Atlanta Falcons in the NFC South, they're going to have their